So Donald Trump has officially been arrested for mishandling of his campaign finances during his initial, I think it was the 2016 election. And he paid off, as we all know, Stormy Daniels to keep quiet about the affair that he had with her. That's, as we found out, was done through his campaign donations and campaign finances. And he misrepresented what that money was for, which is a form of fraud. So the state of, was that New York or New Jersey? I forget which one it was. But the state decided they were going to go ahead and indict him. He was indicted. He was arrested. First U.S. president to ever face arrest. You know how I feel about it if you've been listening to this. If you don't know, I'm all for holding the elites accountable. I'm all for holding Donald Trump accountable for this, and as well as the other charges that he's going to have on him. I'm all for that. I just say now it's time for us to hold other elites, all the Democrats and Republicans who are corrupt and don't serve the will of the people. They serve the will of corporations and do a lot of what I consider legal bribery, which is, they get campaign donations from corporations and they do their bidding and try their best to get them whatever they want. And as well as just all the other sneaky little crimes that our public officials commit because they have the power, resources, and all that to get away with it. So I'm not mad about this, about Donald Trump being arrested. I wish we would have had the mugshot. I know a lot of people like that would have been, dignified, but hey, Trump's been getting a lot of special treatment. He didn't get arrested because he was president, even though his lawyer went to jail for it. His lawyer is the one who orchestrated everything. He went to jail for it, but Trump didn't, and this was to benefit Trump. That's crazy, right? So I don't need to make anything easy for him because nothing would have been easy if it was me doing this, So that's what that is. That's how I feel about that. Of course, he's out now. He's talking about it. He's on a little soapbox crying about how everybody's against him. These are trumped up charges. You see what I did there? Me personally, like I said, I think that they have a good case to stand on with this. I think there's enough evidence to stand on it. So I think he's going to get convicted. I don't really think so. Even if he's found guilty, I don't see no jail time. I see a fine, maybe. But, what the big thing about this is, does this help Trump with the primaries? I think with the primaries, this definitely helps Trump with the Republican base, but I don't know. I think once you get to a general election and he has to go against a Democrat, most likely Biden, but whoever that is, I think this might turn off a few people, as we've seen Trump has done. Over these last few elections, Republicans are losing a lot. And it's usually the ones, that ride with Trump. They win their primary, but then the general, when they had to go against the Democrat, a lot of times people aren't really feeling them, So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see if Trump is able to get some of that 2016 magic and flip this to his advantage, or if this further cements how divisive he is for people and maybe make a change. I don't know. Like I said, this isn't the only case that Trump has. He has other ones. This is the only investigation into Trump. There are other investigations. The biggest one being in Georgia, the state of Georgia, where they're talking about election fraud. That one could have some really, really serious, repercussions if he is indicted on that as well. So we'll see. As it stands, though, I'm not going to sit here and cry about a powerful person being held accountable. I will only say hold more of them accountable. Bring in Hillary, bring in Bush, bring in Cheney, bring in Obama. A lot of senators, Biden, a lot of people who voted for, the Iraq War, who was pro-torture. Get these guys in here. Let's go. Let's shake some things up. Now, of course, we've not, Trump has been disrupting the establishment. Even though Trump is very much establishment, he is a little bit annoying. So they allowed this one instance, but I don't see this being some big change unless we make a change. But yeah, that's what it is. Crazy. First time in history, U.S. president being charged with crime. Let's see what happens.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.